I started my painting business with $200 and made $4,000 in profit in my first month. That business today is called National Painting Group, where we do about $60 million a year. And after 20 years of building painting companies and coaching thousands of owners, I know exactly what works and what's a waste of your time. See, if I started over today with all the knowledge I have, I could skip all the mistakes I made and save myself years of pain and build a profitable business way faster. So in this video, I'll walk you through exactly what I would do step by step if I wanted to build a very profitable painting company that paid me multiple six figures a year while I barely worked and my crews do all the painting. First, I would be profitable in the first month of business. Here's how. Let me tell you a story about Brian McRae. He's a client of ours at Painting Business Pro, and in February of 2026, he was in a really tough spot financially. The old business he was running had shut down, and he desperately needed to make money to support his family. He started his painting business the very end of February, and in his first month of business, he did $100,000 in sales. He collected $25,000 in down payments. He made more profit on all of those jobs when he produced them the next month, and he started the whole business with less than a few $1,000s of startup cost. There's two things that you need to do to maximize profit in your first month. The first is you minimize your startup costs. You can start this business for very cheap. Do the bare bones basics. Register with the Secretary of State, register with the IRS, get a license, open up a bank account, get insurance, make a logo, make a basic website, and now you're ready to do business. The second piece is we want to start generating cash flow quickly. When we sell a job, we take a 25% down payment. And then when we produce a job, we pay our crews and the material bill after we get paid by the client. So it's all positive cash flow from day one of the business. So when you go sell jobs in the very first month, you make positive cash flow that more than covers your startup expenses, and you've literally already started making positive cash flow from your painting business in month number one. And one of the biggest things that I would do to save money and time in starting a new painting company to make profit fast is I wouldn't do any painting myself, and I wouldn't even hire my own crews or buy my own equipment. I would use a subcontractor model where I would go and find a qualified, experienced subcontractor who already has a crew, already has insurance, already has a business, and already has all the equipment, and I would pay that subcontractor to do the jobs for me. It's a very normal thing that happens in all of the trades. In fact, most painting companies are a subcontractor model. And that saves me enormous amounts of time and money, so I don't have to actually build or equip my first crews. Step two, I would scale cash flow fast so that I have more money to invest into the business, and I would be making great money by the second month I'm in business. I have a number of clients that I work with who are hitting $100,000 a month in business within their first 3 months of launching their company. And some of these people don't even have a background in the painting industry. So this is what that actually looks like. The goal is 6 estimates per week, 3 sold jobs per week, $5,000 average job size, $15,000 in total sales per week, 50% gross profit for $7,500 in gross profit per week, $1,500 or less on marketing for $6,000 in profit per week. So this is what it looks like. 6 estimates, 3 jobs, $5,000 job size, $15,000 in sales, 50% gross profit, $7,500 gross profit, $1,500 on marketing for $6,000 in profit per week. Now there's only 4 things that you need to get right to make this happen. The first one is marketing. Marketing's how we generate 6 estimates per week. The second thing we have to get right is sales. Sales is how we sell 3 jobs per week, 50% of our estimates. The next thing we need to get right is our profitability, our estimating, and our margins. When we get our estimating right and we hit the proper profit margins, we will end up with at least a $5,000 job size. Most of my clients have higher job sizes than that. When we book 3 jobs, we end up at $15,000 in total sales. When we price it right, we end up at 50% gross profit on those jobs. And when we end up there, that gets us $7,500 in gross profit per week, which is a really big number that we can actually get to really, really fast. The fourth system that we need to get dialed in is project management. Now, project management is how we actually make that money and get those jobs produced. That's where the gross profit actually happens. So if you're a painting business and you're not hitting these numbers, then it's really simple to hit these numbers. You just got to say, okay, am I hitting 6 estimates a week? If you're not, then we've got to work on marketing. Are you selling half of your estimates? If you're not, then we need to work on sales. Are you making 50% profit on your jobs consistently? If not, we've got to fix our estimating and then also probably fix our sales. And are we producing these jobs efficiently and profitably? If not, we probably need to improve our project management and find better better cruise. So this tells you exactly what you need to work on. And when you get these 4 systems right, what's pretty easy to have happen is 6, 3, 15K, and all this draws down to $6,000 in profit per week, which creates an incredible foundation to scale the business into the next stages of the business. Now, where most people get stuck on this is all in the marketing, but the marketing is actually pretty straightforward. And the way that I would do this if I was starting over is I would start with the stuff that's free and guaranteed to generate results, which is door-to-door marketing. Literally go knock on doors and offer free estimates and get leads and do estimates, and that would create my initial cash flow. I would parlay that door-to-door cash flow into Facebook or Meta ads. Meta ads reach all of your audience. There's tons of people on there. You can scale Meta ads to $30,000 a month, but we only need to ever spend $1,500 a week to get to these numbers. Once we grow the business further, we can add other marketing channels into the mix, but this is the whole strategy to get this part of the business done. We use door-to-door to parlay into Facebook, and then we can scale Facebook and Meta ads to get us to this consistent cash flow, which allows us to now build a business, which is what we'll get into next. Let me tell you a story about Randy. He's a custom home builder who built my house. When I was first hiring a builder to build my house, we were interviewing all these different builders, and one of those people I interviewed was Randy. And I ended up hiring Randy to build my house, and he did a phenomenal job. One of the reasons I hired Randy to build the house is because of how much he was obsessed with the really important little details of actually building a house. You know, huge business guy, but he was a builder through and through. And every time I met with Randy, he would brag to me about the foundation he just poured at some other project. Just without being prompted, he would start telling me about how this foundation he just poured was 80 feet long. He was off by 3/4 of an inch. It was perfect. And one day I said, Randy, why do you always tell me about the foundation, man? What's your deal about foundation? What do you know? And he said, oh man, the foundation is everything. The foundation is how the house comes out of the ground. And when you get the foundation right, everything later fits together just perfect. All the degrees are right at 90, nothing's a custom job. If you get the foundation off by just a little bit, then later the cabinets don't quite hang right. And there's little gaps, and you've got to do custom edging on some of the door trim, and this doesn't fit right. And everything else later becomes a custom job when you don't get the foundation right. And I think that's a critical lesson for business. If you don't get the foundational pieces right in the business with your core functions of the business before you hire a team, everything you do later with hiring your team is harder. Let me give you an example of what I see happen often with painting contractors and what I would do differently. So what a lot of people do is they build, this first part of their business. This is the foundation. And by the foundation, we mean, their business plan, financial management, marketing, estimating, sales, project management, and administrative systems in the CRM. These are all the things that we need to get really right in the foundation of the business that really is the whole business. And then later, when we build like the team, we also just scale marketing. When all the basic systems are there, how do we make a business go from $1 million a year to $10 million a year? Well, it's just more leads and more people executing those same foundational systems. And so what a lot of painting contractors do is they start their business and they get so busy in the foundation because they're literally doing everything that they want relief. They want to get out of this stage. So they quickly hire help before the foundation is right. What I would do is I would spend a lot more time here really building the foundation for the future. See, what most people do is they build a foundation that's good enough, and that good enough foundation is good enough for what? Good enough to just do the next step. It might be good enough to build a 2-story house, but then when you try to build a 3rd story, the whole thing collapses and you've got to go back to the foundation and rebuild it to build a 3-story house. And then you build it good enough for 3-story, but when you try to put the 4th story on, you screw it up and you have to go back. And so the best way to build a really big business is to take a little bit more time in the foundation of the business to get those core functions right so that we can scale. And there's bigger implications to this when we build the team. If you get the foundation right, it's going to make a big difference for the team that you're going to build later, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Now it's time for me to build my team that's going to run the day-to-day operations of my whole business. Mistake number 1 is a weak foundation and a weak offer. Simply said, most people don't build a really strong sales process and don't get really, really good at sales. And so they simply can't offer a lot of money to a salesperson because the business isn't healthy enough to offer good money to a salesperson. Then you can't hire good people. The second mistake that people make is they hire for relief instead of hire to build a business. A lot of people get so overwhelmed and busy running their business that they need to hire somebody to just save them. But when you hire someone to save you, you're bringing someone in to a really bad environment. That's not the kind of environment that you're gonna bring an A player into and they're going to thrive or they're gonna like. It immediately sets bad expectations with new hires from the very beginning. The third big mistake that everybody makes is under training. Nobody remembers how long it took for them to get good at sales or at project management or whatever you're hiring for. And then we hire somebody, we train them for 4 weeks, tell them everything we know, and we expect them to be trained. If you want to build really successful teams, you have to invest a lot more time in training. You have to do it a lot slower, a lot more methodically, and really take your time, because it takes time to make people really great at their job, even if they have past experience. And almost nobody gets these 3 things right. And it's why almost nobody builds a multi-million-dollar company with a high-performing team that really runs the day-to-day. There's a lot of people who build a big company and hire people, but they're just as busy at $2 million a year as they were at $500,000, and they're not making any more money. Because almost nobody gets these 3 things right. And if you can take your time and be patient and get those 3 things right, you'll be far ahead of the competition. This is why I would really take my time in building the foundation of my business, because the better the foundation of the business is, the better offer I can make to the market, the better people I can hire, because A players don't want to work for $60,000 a year. So I get better people, and the better I can train them because I have better systems and infrastructure in place. And when I can do these things, now all of a sudden, I've got a really high performing team who's gonna run the day-to-day of my business. I would be thinking about my first hire as this is someone who is going to lead my company in the future. So I wanna make sure I'm hiring the caliber of person and I'm pouring into them enough that in a year or 2, they can actually take over full operations of my company. Now that I have a team, I need to solve the next bottleneck, which is marketing and leadership. One of the biggest mistakes that most people make is they don't build their first business big enough or successful enough before they want to start opening a second business. I see this all the time with painting contractors who get to $1 million or $2 million a year, and they have some opportunity to open another location or another branch, and they jump at it. And it's one of the biggest mistakes that you can make. What we want to do is first get our leadership team in place and build a really highly scalable business first, and only then, once that business is running on its own, open more locations. So if I could go back in time, what I would have done differently is in 2015 and 16, when I opened 15, 16 new painting companies in 2 years and then shut most of them down, instead, I would have stayed focused on my main business. I would have built that business to $10 million a year and have a leadership team running the thing. And once I had that model built, then I've got something worth scaling. I've got something that people want to be a part of. I've mastered the different things in the business that make the next location bigger. Instead of building, 10 $2 million businesses, I'd rather build 10 $10 million businesses and just be a little bit more patient in building my first thing. So if I could go back in time, I would have been a lot more patient. I would have gone a lot deeper on one business, and that's what I would do if I started over again, and I would be way further along in my journey than I am right now. Now, if you want some help starting your own business or growing your own painting business and getting it off the ground and scaling it the way we've talked about in this video, that's what we do. Book a free coaching call with our team, and we'll talk to you about how we do it, and we'll actually help you make a plan to build and scale your business. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've coached over 3,000 painting contractors and paid coaching programs, and everything that we teach to our coaching clients is the very things that we do today in our $60 million portfolio of painting companies. You're getting the most cutting edge training, development, and access to my leadership team when you work with us and get coaching, because someday we might actually partner with you in our portfolio. So we want to give you the best stuff that we have. So if you're interested and really serious about building a company to create the kind of life and freedom that you really want to create, hit the link below, book a call, and we really look forward to talking to you soon.